There's Anthony Davis, giving LeBron James the finger on live television, and since that incident, everything has shifted. Following LeBron's harsh playoff exit, Davis appeared to reinforce this tension in a fresh viral clip. It's well known that LeBron often exaggerates. Are we witnessing the demise of a LeBron and AD partnership? Or is there a more complex story unfolding behind the curtains? Let's dive into it. A jarring announcement on the brink of playoff exit. The date is May 1st, 2025 at Crypto.com Arena, filled to capacity with hopeful Lakers supporters. The stakes are high in this elimination matchup, trailing 3-1 against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the opening round. For LeBron James, confronting the twilight of his career at 40 years old, this moment transcended a mere playoff series. It could very well be his last opportunity to enhance his storied legacy with the Lakers. As the final buzzer rang out, sealing a crushing 103-96 loss, the Lakers' aspirations for a championship were unceremoniously dashed on the hardwood. The Timberwolves, spearheaded by rising star Anthony Edwards and formidable defender Rudy Gobert, dismantled the once mighty Lakers in a swift 5-game series, a gentlemanly sweep that felt painfully harsh to the bewildered fans in Los Angeles. The glaring flaw that sealed the Lakers' fate was their glaring lack of interior presence, a void left by Anthony Davis, who had once been an imposing force at the rim. In the pivotal 5th game, Gobert exploited this shortcoming ruthlessly, producing a jaw-dropping 27 points and 24 rebounds that rendered LeBron and his crew powerless, clutching at illusions as their playoff hopes faded. However, this narrative extends beyond mere on-court events. The true spectacle, the narrative that has ignited a firestorm on social media and split fanbases nationwide, centers around the fallout between these ex-teammates after the playoff spotlight dimmed. The core of this tale features a staggering incident that unfolded on April 10th, 2025, during the initial clash between the Lakers and Mavericks, following the earth-shattering trade in February that brought Davis to Dallas in exchange for Luka Doncic. Numerous reliable sources have reported that Davis directed an obscene gesture at LeBron throughout the game, flipping him the bird, not just in a fleeting moment of competition, but consistently over all 48 minutes. Just let that resonate. An athlete once seen as LeBron's loyal ally and championship comrade openly and repeatedly showing disrespect to the king on national television. What could have ignited such an astonishing show of disdain between two athletes who, not even 3 years ago, had celebrated as NBA champions? This notorious middle finger moment, which occurred prior to the Lakers' playoff exit, epitomizes the most notable and apparent rift in a bond that once appeared invulnerable. The symbolism is striking. Once comrades, they now find themselves in the throes of a harsh, personal clash on the grandest basketball platform. To grasp the depth of this betrayal, we must turn back the clock to February 2nd, 2025, the day when the NBA landscape trembled like never before. Anthony Davis, the keystone of the Lakers' defense and LeBron's most celebrated ally since Dwayne Wade, was abruptly moved to the Dallas Mavericks in a monumental exchange that sent Luka Doncic to Los Angeles. A collective gasp rippled through the basketball community. This was far more than an ordinary transaction. It marked one of the most astonishing trades in professional sports history. Experts quickly declared the Lakers the winners in this deal. They had secured Doncic, a once-in-a-lifetime player at the peak of his powers, in exchange for Davis. The latter, despite his remarkable abilities, had gained a troubling image for being sidelined by injuries. The storyline appeared straightforward. LeBron James, in the diminishing days of his extraordinary career, had executed yet another brilliant strategy for building a team. Yet, basketball, much like life, seldom adheres to the anticipated plot. As the aftermath of the Lakers' playoff exit settled 3 months later, LeBron James faced the press, his expression revealing deep fatigue and disillusionment. A reporter asked a seemingly simple question regarding the toll of competing without a center for an extended period. LeBron's reply sent ripples throughout the NBA community. He stated, "No comment. I refrained from that, as my teammate AD expressed what he had to say before he disappeared in the following weeks. I have no remarks. I donned that uniform nightly. I poured out all I had, and that's what truly counts." In those brief moments, LeBron unveiled a narrative that now seems much more intricate than anyone understood. His remarks, soaked in resignation and slight irritation, triggered an uproar across NBA Twitter. Did he imply that Davis faced exile just for expressing his opinions? Was this a critique of Lakers management, or, more fascinatingly, was it LeBron James, frequently blamed for influencing front office choices, quietly distancing himself from a disastrous trade? The responses came swiftly and were deeply divided. Some fans embraced a sense of dark humor in LeBron's honesty, overtaking social media with laughter emojis and memes. Critics emerged, alleging the king was shirking his accountability, claiming he had engineered Davis's exit only to reconsider and confront the fallout. Discussions erupted on all channels, with each faction convinced they grasped the underlying message of LeBron's enigmatic remark. To unravel this mysterious statement, we must look at the context that led up to it. prior to the trade that relocated him to Dallas. Anthony Davis had explicitly expressed his desire to play power forward alongside a conventional center, a formation that thrived during the Lakers' championship victory in 2020, with Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee controlling the paint. Davis felt this configuration not only maximized his game, but also amplified the team's overall performance. Rather than fulfilling this justified request by securing a center, the Lakers made the shocking move to trade Davis himself, leading to severe repercussions highlighted during their playoff exit against the Timberwolves. Lacking a genuine big man to match up against Rudy Gobert, the Lakers were dominated on the boards, losing 54-37 in the crucial Game 5, suffering a staggering 18-8 deficit on the offensive rebounds. In a striking twist, LeBron James, standing at 6'9" and now 40 years old, found himself taking on the role of the Lakers' tallest player during critical moments of the series. The dire situation that Davis had cautionary foreseen unfolded in the most crushing way possible. What does this mean for the bond between these two basketball legends who previously celebrated together while lifting the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the peculiar seclusion of the Orlando bubble? Have they genuinely turned into adversaries? Or is this merely the expected progression of a partnership strained by the harsh truths of the sports industry? LeBron and Davis have both consistently asserted that their relationship remains strong. Following the trade in February, LeBron forcefully refuted claims of discontent with Davis, who then responded on social media with a message, UFKNly, and later shared a supportive note, "Love you, my dog. Go crazy." Davis mirrored these feelings in a March interview, saying, "Ain't no change for me. It's a business," emphasizing that their personal bond was intact despite the professional split. However, actions often convey more than well-crafted public declarations. The middle finger episode and LeBron's pointed remarks post-elimination portray a partnership strained by factors beyond their control, a camaraderie tested by the harsh realities of NBA roster dynamics. To fully grasp how we reached this remarkable junction in NBA lore, featuring two former champions now seemingly at odds, we must delve into the entire journey of these athletes, both separately and collectively. Their dynamic and what transpired after the trade is crucial. The partnership between LeBron and Davis officially kicked off in the summer of 2019, when the Lakers pulled off a significant trade with the New Orleans Pelicans, sending Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and an array of first-round draft picks to land Davis. Many analysts perceived this move as a strategic maneuver partly driven by LeBron, who had joined the Lakers the previous year and was intent on revitalizing the franchise's championship aspirations by securing another elite talent. The approach worked exceptionally well, despite the unprecedented hardships posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced the 2019-20 season to wrap up within the confined bubble of Walt Disney World. LeBron and Davis quickly established a remarkable bond that led the Lakers to clinch the 2020 NBA championship. Their intertwined talents, LeBron's exceptional playmaking and Davis's formidable defense, crafted a harmonious basketball ensemble that overwhelmed adversaries, securing the Lakers' 17th title and leveling them with the Boston Celtics for the all-time record. Throughout this championship journey, their partnership was unwavering, reflecting a strong connection both during games and in personal moments. They often enjoyed playful exchanges on the sidelines, reveling in each other's successes and showcasing a deep friendship that transcended the sport. LeBron frequently extolled Davis in conversations, regarding him as one of the most talented teammates he's encountered, while Davis embraced the chance to learn from a legend of the game. Like many prominent partnerships, there were moments that stirred rumors of underlying discord. A significant episode happened in February 2023 when LeBron surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's historic scoring mark. ESPN commentator Jalen Rose took issue with Davis for staying seated during the celebration, suggesting it indicated jealousy or spite. Both athletes quickly refuted such claims. LeBron conveyed his bond with Davis by saying, "I love you, bro," and Davis later explained in a March 2023 interview that he and Bron were good, emphasizing that outsiders were merely seeking drama that wasn't there. This event underscored the keen observation that enveloped their alliance, as both media outlets and fans were keen to uncover any hints of friction between the two icons. The genuine turning point in their relationship unfolded on February 2nd, 2025, when the basketball landscape was upheaved by the revelation of a three-team deal that transferred Davis to the Dallas Mavericks and brought Luka Doncic to the Lakers. This move was swiftly recognized as one of the most unexpected and impactful trades in NBA history, significantly shifting the paths of both teams and igniting serious discussions about the futures of both athletes. The trade immediately ignited rumors of possible behind-the-scenes issues. Reports began circulating that LeBron had become discontent with Davis, potentially stemming from his ongoing injury struggles or erratic performances. LeBron firmly dismissed the rumors, using social media to post UFKNly in reply to claims of divide. He then sent a heartfelt shout-out to Davis. "Love you, my dude. Go all out over there." Such public affirmations appear aimed at quashing any ideas of personal strife, positioning the trade as a decision grounded in basketball rather than personal tension. Davis took a comparable position in his remarks to the public. During a March 28, 2025 discussion, he highlighted the commercial aspect of the NBA, saying it's a business and nothing's different for me. He frequently texts me, indicating that their bond endures even with their professional divergence. This story of ongoing camaraderie amidst evolving situations served to quiet the rumors regarding any underlying conflict between the once collaborating players. Yet, the notorious event of April 10, 2025, marked the first matchup between the Lakers and Mavericks post-trade, shook the confidence in these public declarations. This brings us to a pivotal question. What is the nature of the relationship between LeBron James and Anthony Davis today? The situation reveals a nuanced and somewhat conflicting narrative. On one side, both athletes have repeatedly asserted in interviews that their relationship remains strong, with Davis noting their ongoing communication. Conversely, the middle finger gesture and LeBron's cryptic remarks following the incident imply a more intricate relationship, possibly hinting at a blend of competitive tension, lingering grievances, or unresolved issues. It's important to recognize that the dynamics between renowned athletes often defy simple labels of friendship or rivalry. The truth is far more intricate, blending elements of mutual admiration, fierce competitiveness, shared experiences, and the challenges that come when professional choices affect personal ties. The heavy scrutiny faced by NBA legends means every interaction is closely examined, leading to interpretations that may not capture the true complexity of their connections. Moreover, the business-driven nature of sports forces athletes to swiftly adjust to fresh situations, including facing former teammates with the same fervor they would exhibit against any other rival. This professional outlook does not inherently signal personal enmity, but highlights the fierce demands of top-tier sports. When considering LeBron and Davis, it appears likely that despite some competitive friction or unresolved issues regarding their partnership, they uphold a fundamental respect stemming from their collective triumph of winning a championship. The inappropriate gesture in LeBron's remarks could be interpreted as instances of competitive drive or momentary exasperation, rather than signs of profound hostility. Having delved into the intricate dynamics of these two icons and the tumultuous fallout of their split, let's pause to reflect on their personal paths to NBA fame. Emergence of legends. First, let's focus on Anthony Davis, whose ascent to NBA prominence began on the college basketball stage. Davis's astounding ascent took flight at the University of Kentucky, where he played a remarkable season that permanently sealed his legacy in collegiate basketball history. Mentored by coach John Calipari, Davis propelled the Wildcats to a commanding national championship in 2012, displaying an exceptional blend of size, talent, and defensive prowess that captivated NBA scouts. Throughout his lone season in college, Davis amassed an impressive array of accolades. He earned the title of Consensus National Player of the Year, USBWA National Freshman of the Year, and NAB Defensive Player of the Year, a trifecta of individual awards reflecting his profound influence on sport. His ability to block shots was truly exceptional. He topped the NCAA charts in blocks, breaking several records along the way, and securing his reputation as one of the most fearsome defensive forces in college basketball history. This outstanding college career positioned Davis as the obvious pick for the first overall spot in the 2012 NBA draft. The New Orleans Hornets, which later became the Pelicans, enthusiastically selected him, seeing him as the foundation for their franchise's future. Davis adapted to the professional level with remarkable ease. He quickly set himself apart as one of the league's top emerging stars, garnering all-star selections and all-NBA accolades in the early stages of his career. His 7 years in New Orleans solidified his reputation as one of the premier big men in the sport, with his dual skills prompting comparisons to icons like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Tim Duncan. Although the Pelicans struggled to achieve team success during his time, Davis's individual excellence was evident, especially leading to his trade request in 2019, which brought him to the Lakers and paired him with LeBron James. Unlike Davis's conventional path through college, LeBron took a groundbreaking route to basketball superstardom, skipping college altogether, thereby transforming the way remarkable talents are assessed and promoted in the sport. Hailing from Akron, Ohio, LeBron emerged as an unprecedented basketball sensation, unmatched by any previous talents in the game. During his remarkable tenure at St. Vincent St. Mary, he broke the conventional limits of high school athletics, evolving into a national icon prior to turning 18. His matches were broadcast on ESPN. His likeness graced the cover of Sports Illustrated with the foretelling title, The Chosen One, and his performances attracted full arenas, with stars and pro athletes flocking to see the next basketball great. LeBron's accomplishments in high school were nothing short of incredible. He guided his squad to secure 3 championships in Ohio, earned the title of Ohio's Mr. Basketball thrice between 2001 and 2003, and sparked an unprecedented wave of pre-professional excitement in basketball history. By the time he opted for the 2003 NBA draft, he had already become a well-known figure and was hailed as a once-in-a-generation talent. all without stepping onto a professional court. Chosen first overall by the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2003, LeBron made an immediate splash that confirmed the remarkable anticipations. He won Rookie of the Year honors and quickly positioned himself among the league's top players, starting a career path that would ultimately lead many to regard him as the finest basketball player ever. These distinct trajectories to NBA greatness, Davis embracing the conventional collegiate path, and LeBron bursting onto the scene straight from high school, illustrate not just varied eras in player development, but also the unique conditions influencing their careers. Davis reaped the rewards of college basketball's structured environment and exposure. While LeBron's extraordinary gifts were so apparent, they called for an immediate leap into the professional arena. Their differing paths have also shaped media narratives around them over time. Generally, Anthony Davis is depicted as an exceptionally gifted big man, possessing a versatile skill set that sets him apart in today's NBA. LeBron has even likened Davis to the iconic Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, underscoring his exceptional blend of size, skill, and basketball IQ. Davis's story in the media has been muddled by ongoing injury issues during his career. He's faced relentless scrutiny regarding his reliability and fitness, resulting in several missed games, which has earned him the unfortunate moniker "street clothes" from some commentators. This stigma has fostered a belief that while Davis possesses extraordinary ability, his health problems can overshadow his prowess, a perception that has trailed him from New Orleans to Los Angeles and now to Dallas. On the other hand, LeBron James has undergone one of the most intense media examinations in sports history. He is celebrated as one of the greatest basketball players ever, with many regarding him as the greatest of all time. His enduring career, impressive stats, and 4 NBA titles with 3 separate teams have garnered him immense respect in the basketball community. However, LeBron has also endured considerable backlash, especially regarding his controversial move from Cleveland to Miami in 2010, a moment famously dubbed the decision. Additionally, he has been perceived to have a strong impact on team rosters and coaching changes. This complicated portrayal in the media juxtaposes admiration for his athletic prowess with doubts about his influence off the court. Their differing public images reflect not only in media reports, but also in how they engage with fellow players. Over the years, LeBron has found himself embroiled in several notable disputes with other NBA superstars. A significant rivalry emerged with Sean Stevenson, who labeled him overrated in 2008, igniting a public clash that eventually drew in rapper Jay-Z. LeBron also faced off against Joakim Noah, with their animosity evident in several playoff series, where they exchanged intense remarks and trash talk. Perhaps the most notable confrontation transpired with Draymond Green during the 2016 NBA Finals, leading to Green's suspension for Game 5 following a confrontational incident with LeBron, a crucial turning point that enabled the Cavaliers to rally from a 3-game deficit to capture the championship. These events underscore LeBron's readiness to delve into the mental dimensions of competition, leveraging disputes as motivation or strategic tools. In contrast, Anthony Davis has largely kept a subtle presence in the spotlight. Our findings indicate minimal recorded episodes of Davis in prolonged disputes with other NBA athletes, pointing to his more understated nature in public engagements. This variance in managing relational dynamics highlights their individual characters and styles of leadership. LeBron emerges as the outspoken and dominant figure, whereas Davis embodies the quieter, example-setting competitor. Apart from their divergent journeys in the realm of startups and media engagement, their statistical data underscores the distinctiveness of their playing methods and contributions during games. Let's delve into their career statistics to grasp what sets each player apart. LeBron James, currently thriving in his legendary 22nd NBA season, boasts one of the most outstanding statistical profiles in the annals of basketball. Over the span of 1562 regular season contests, he has averaged 27.0 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 7.4 assists per game, showcasing an extraordinary blend of scoring and playmaking for someone of his stature and role. His shooting efficiency also stands out, with marks of 50.6% from the field, 34.9% from beyond the arc, and 73.7% from the charity stripe, leading to a remarkable true shooting percentage of 59%. On the defensive side, he averages 1.5 steals and 0.7 blocks each game throughout his career. As he enters his 13th season in the NBA, Anthony Davis has proven to be a statistical powerhouse, especially defensively. Across 787 games, he maintains averages of 24.1 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game. His shooting efficiency slightly surpasses LeBron's in several areas, showcasing a field goal percentage of 52.2%, a three-point shooting rate of 29.6%, and in 79.4% free throw percentage, leading to an overall true shooting percentage of 59.2%. His defensive numbers stand out significantly, featuring 1.3 steals and 2.3 blocks per game, demonstrating his superb ability to protect the rim. These stats highlight their unique skills and playing styles. LeBron shines as both a scorer and playmaker, with his assists underscoring his position as the team's chief facilitator and offensive leader. Davis is a force on the boards and a shot-blocking specialist, exemplifying the ideal modern NBA big man who excels in rim protection while offering diverse scoring options from various spots on the court. Interestingly, despite their distinct roles and styles, both athletes boast the same career player efficiency rating of 26.9. This sophisticated statistic, which accounts for pace and time on the court to evaluate overall effectiveness, indicates their enduring influence on the game has been strikingly comparable despite their varied roles. To provide some perspective, a peer rating over 15 is deemed above average, and their mutual score of 26.9 ranks them among the elite in NBA history. Their playoff records further highlight their brilliance under pressure. LeBron has played in 292 postseason games, showcasing his remarkable durability and consistent team achievements, with averages of 28.4 points, 9.0 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per contest. His vast playoff background, featuring 4 NBA titles and 10 finals appearances, emphasizes his talent for rising to the occasion in critical moments. Anthony Davis, having participated in 60 postseason contests, boasts averages of 26.1 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game during the playoffs. He sees an NBA title in 2020 with the Lakers alongside LeBron. These playoff metrics reveal an uptick in both players' performances, with Davis exhibiting significant enhancements in his rebounding and assist stats relative to the regular season. Analyzing the 2024 to 2025 campaign sheds light on their current performance levels. LeBron, now 40, played in 70 games, recording averages of 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, 8.2 assists, 1.0 steal, and 0.6 blocks, alongside shooting splits of 51.3% overall, 37.6% from beyond the arc, and 78.2% from the charity stripe. Although his scoring reflects a slight drop from his career norm, there are notable improvements in his three-point and free throw percentages, indicating a tactical evolution in his style as he continues to age. At 31 years old, Davis participated in 51 contests, recording averages of 24.7 points, 11.6 boards, 3.5 assists, 1.2 steals, and 2.2 blocks, with field goal, three-point, and free throw percentages of 51.6%, 28.2%, and 77%, respectively. These figures closely mirror his career averages, suggesting that even after switching teams, he has sustained his usual level of output, despite ongoing injury challenges. Nonetheless, these stats only scratch the surface. To grasp the full essence of the synergy between these two stars, it's essential to explore how their differing styles and personalities complemented each other perfectly during their tenure as teammates in Los Angeles. LeBron's brilliant court awareness, basketball IQ, and passing prowess blended flawlessly with Davis's defensive adaptability, scoring finesse, and capacity to excel without needing the ball. When in peak condition and synchronizing seamlessly, they forged one of the most potent partnerships in recent NBA lore, a collaboration that reached its pinnacle with the 2020 championship, but was abruptly halted by the shocking trade that moved Davis to Dallas. Their complementary talents transcended basic numbers. LeBron's influence, media acumen, and ease under pressure enabled Davis to concentrate on his game while still garnering fitting acknowledgement for his efforts. Simultaneously, Davis's defensive prowess compensated for LeBron's waning lateral speed as he aged, fostering a synergy that enhanced both players and the overall team dynamic. What distinguishes their statistical records is their ability to deliver top-tier performance across various teams, systems, and alongside a range of teammates. LeBron has thrived with the Cavaliers, Heat, and Lakers, skillfully modifying his style to elevate stars like Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, and Anthony Davis. In parallel, Davis has delivered remarkable performances both with the Pelicans and Lakers, and now looks ready to maintain his impressive stats with the Mavericks. This versatility highlights their basketball IQ and adaptability, traits that made their collaboration so successful while also allowing them to shine individually. Their time as teammates yielded a championship, yet their personal greatness goes well beyond that moment, with each player crafting a Hall of Fame career based on their own accomplishments. As we consider their journey to prominence and statistical feats, it's essential to acknowledge the historic significance of their milestones. LeBron James has surpassed the towering expectations set for him during his teenage years, evolving into not only one of the finest basketball players ever, but also one of the most significant figures in sports worldwide. His ability to maintain peak performance into his 40s is especially astounding, challenging traditional notions of aging in athletics. Meanwhile, Anthony Davis, though he hasn't quite matched LeBron's cultural significance, has solidified his status as one of the elite centers of his era. As they pursue their careers on different teams, their shared statistical achievements will forever be a vital part of Lakers lore, while their personal paths continue to develop in ways that will influence the NBA for many years ahead. As teammates, competitors, or in various shades of both, LeBron James and Anthony Davis have indelibly marked basketball history with their remarkable skills and accomplishments. We appreciate you coming along for this journey. If you liked this exploration, be sure to explore our channel for additional NBA narratives.